Alrighty, we're gonna try out a new spot. So if you find this video down the road, this is just a live fishing video. Probably gonna be fishing for an hour. That's all I can do right now. And we're gonna try different things. And it's gonna be mostly ultralight fishing. So if you're not that in that kind of thing, I'm sorry. And that's what I'm gonna do today. Alright, let's see. Huge fly right next to me. We're gonna try it with the trout magnet first. What's the worst thing that can happen? Never been to the spot, but I want to bring my kid here, so decided to test it out. Hopefully I don't catch a big fish, because there's no way I'm going to reel it in. Zero way I'm going to reel it in. I heard there's fish here. I'm going to find out. Hey, what's going on, Demon? What's going on, Muslim? How you doing? How you doing, Glam McIver 4803? Welcome back, guys. Demon, I feel bad, but I missed DCP's live stream yesterday, but I really, like, when he posted the link in the chat, it never popped up for me. All I saw was a picture. I was so mad at that. And those of you that are new, it's my little, we're doing a little fishing at a new spot. Apparently there's a lot of fish here. We'll see what happens. Obviously fishing in Jersey has been pretty bad, but you never know. I brought some stuff with me. Apparently there's a huge snapping turtle that lives here. At least that's what I was told. How's it going, Demon? How's it going, everybody? How's your Monday going? What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to set up a second rig. I have two rods with me. The only problem here is, like you see, I'm going to get my rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a second rod real quick. This way we double our chances of catching something. I actually bought these things today. Ronnie recommended me. These are gulp and maggots, and apparently they're really good. So we're going to see. All right, let's set up a second rig real quick. I might even set it up with a bobber, like an old school way. Hold on. See, I brought worms with me just in case, and that's what we're going to use. And size 6 or size 8. Let's use size 8. So, yo, DCP, what's going on, man? So I made it to Duke Island Park. I'm right next to the ranger station. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to go in the ranger station, but I don't even know how to get there. So I'm just gonna be slow about this thing. I brought two rods with me. I actually want to scoop this place, scope it out, because I might bring my kid here, do some fishing. Alright. Just I brought two rods with me. One light, one ultralight. Hey, what's going on, Jackson? How you doing, man? How's it going, everybody? How's everybody doing? No big promises today. Actually, I found this bobber last time. Let's use it. Maybe we'll catch something with it. Does it actually work? Yeah, it still works. Just for fun. I wanted to scope out a new place because, as you guys probably know, it's been pretty much dead in Jersey. Well, except for if you're a DCP who caught a gigantic carp yesterday out of a kayak. DCP, how did you get that thing into the kayak? Because the biggest bass I've caught and put in the kayak was about 4 pounds, and that thing was all over the place. You probably had it in your lap, right? Because that's what happened to me last time. Nice. What's going on, Rusty? Hold on. So apparently there's a ton of fish here. We found this bobber on the last live stream. I just popped it in my bag and realized that today I could use a bobber. Probably not the best bobber. Actually, you know what? Let me check. Ooh, that was cool. I don't know how that happened. That was a squirrel, probably. Yeah, DCP did good. If you guys are not subscribed to DCP, you better subscribe. The guy goes out in the foldable kite and lands like a 10-pound carp, first time carp fishing in his life. Slowly becoming a YouTube staple of the fishing community. Meanwhile, I do 10 live fishing streams and can't catch a fish. All right, hold on. Yeah, so I'm going to cast this in. I'm testing out a new spot. Jersey's fishing is dead. We're just having some fun. I've been trying to make it out to the surf, but my kid has a short day today. He's going to have short days every day. And I'm like Mr. Mom at my house, so I put a little piece of worm. Maybe we'll get a bluegill. Let's try it. So yeah, short day every week. Every day of the week means that Grumpy Worker is going to have his hands full. Ooh, I don't know if that was a good cast or a bad cast, but we're just going to let it sit there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, yo. What's going on, Fisher Fing? What's going on, Jason J? What's going on, Jim? Hey, Demon. Hey, Tom. All right, let's try it out. So I got no action on the bobber for sure. We're gonna wait that out. But I'm gonna toss the trout magnet a couple of times. I'm surprised there's no creek chops here. I'm gonna get rid of this pine though. This is they use. I've been using it a lot on my live streams. I think I've had this line on for about a month and have a lot of casts with it. But look, it's kind of getting yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna switch to a 2-pound line on this rod. It's a nice spot though. There's a ranger station right there. And I was told that people fish right off the ranger station, but I'm not going to do that because I've never been here before. That's why I got my license stuck on my head, just so they don't think I'm just so I don't get questioned. Nice fishing fingers. Well, thanks for choosing my stream to hang out on your break. It's very nice of you. It's amazing. So I was told there's a gazillion fish here. So of course I came here. I have not found the gazillion fish yet. Hmm. My kid went here with his friend, and that he actually caught a bullhead catfish, and it got while he was reeling it in, it got eaten by a snapping turtle. He has a video of it. I guess this is a good spot to like just veg out on a fish with 3 rods. Because if there's bullhead catfish here, there's probably a million of them here. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna. I really want to try this. So Ronyo recommended me to buy this, and this is one of these. Oh, thanks, Fisher. Thanks for looking out, man. What's going on, Brett Wilson? So Ronyo, yeah, you know Ronyo's the guy that from right next to Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee in Florida. He recommended me I buy this, and he says that he puts a little piece on the hook, even when he uses a trout magnet just for scent. So I've never tried this. I was at Walmart today. Ooh, look at that. It looks like a maggot. Oh, it's scary. So we're gonna try this. He puts a little piece on the hook, and let's see. I can do this. Hold on. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. No guarantees on the stream today, but if you know how bad it's been in Jersey, you understand. I really want to go carp fishing like DCP did. But by the time I figure out how to do carp fishing, it's going to be spring. I'm not the sharpest tool in in the shed when it comes to that stuff. Hold on, guys. Let's try it. I hope you get. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, William. So yeah, I watched DCP's live stream from yesterday. I watched it and I saw him catch a fish. He caught it pretty quickly. DCP only caught one big carp yesterday, or you caught more? Because I've only seen one. Let me guess this again. Oh, and we're on the tree. Perfect. Wouldn't be a Grumpy Orca stream without it, right? Hold on. So here we go. That's usual. If you're fishing with me, we're gonna have adventures. All right, so we lost the trout magnet with with the thing, and that's why we've got two rods. Let's see the other rod. Oh wow, my rod got carried by a fish. Hold on, give me a second here. Yeah, we had a fish on this one. Hold on, I missed the fish on this rod. Let's try. I like how when they give you these worms, they even give them a little like landscaping. They give them a little log in there. Hmm. Do you guys like my camo bobber? Check this out. That's the bobber that we found on the live stream. So I guess you can it's invisible to the fish. Nice. All right, Jace Russian, you like fishing? Good morning, FNC. How you doing, man? All right. So we did lose a trod magnet. I don't think trod magnet is going to work here anyway, so I'm just going to throw a size 6 hook with a worm on it, and we should do some worm fishing. If you're from Jersey or from surrounding areas, you guys will probably know how bad fishing's been. Hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, I lost my trod magnet, which kind of sucks. Uh, oh, this thing's dropping down from the tree. All right, what do you guys think I should put on this? Let me see. I'm thinking I'm just gonna put a piece of trod, put another trod magnet, just red color. Give me a sec. Um, and I don't know where it is anymore. I felt like I just had them. Give me a second, guys. No. Hmm. I had a bunch of trod magnets in my last live stream, and I know where they went. Hold on, guys. Well, might as well just use this one. Here we go. But yeah, DCP landed a huge carp, and the most impressive thing, he did it out of foldable kayak, which I don't think it's been done before in Jersey. Hold on. I'm surprised I've never lost this Leatherman. I've had this Leatherman for about 15 years, and it's still in good shape. Yeah, that's awesome to hear, Jim. Yeah, you should definitely try them out. I don't know, like I usually stumble on fishing stuff randomly. just like I stumbled on gulp minnows. But yeah, trout magnets they're pretty amazing. Sometimes they don't work, but some days, if you have them, just throw them in and they're working. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's try. I'm just gonna use worms. Let's see what happens. So far, we have no fish, and we lost a trout magnet. Not too bad. Let's try it. I'm gonna slowly drag it through the water. If nothing's biting a worm, a trout magnet jig. I don't know what's out there. Hold on, I got good news though. I think my other rod has a fish on it. Give me a sec. Just gonna throw this out there. Nope. Spoke too soon. Something's playing with it. Hey, what's going on, Creek Seeker Fishing? What's going on, Death Note? Let's see. What do I want to do? Yeah, so it's a brand new spot. I still have no idea what I'm doing here in terms of like I don't know what kind of fish I can catch, but my kid went fishing here and they caught bullhead catfish, and he told me there's a gazillion fish in here. So that's why I brought you guys here. We're gonna see what happens. That tree is the tree that has my trout magnet. I accidentally cast it in there. I don't see no crocodile. What's going on with Tyler Sato? Oh, hold on. Is there a fish? I don't know. No, not yet. But we're getting bites. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a piece. Wow, we're getting shot. There's a bunch of acorns above me. That's what makes making that weird noise. You know what I'm gonna do? I've never caught a fish with a gulp maggot, and this is a tight spot. Every second, I keep getting my rod stuck in the tree. Here's what I'll do. I've never caught a fish on this. Let me make sure this thing doesn't get lost. I've never caught a fish. Has anybody ever used gulp maggots? I got them recommended by Ronio's fishing, Ronio from the Ronio's Adventures. Has anybody ever used them? I can see how they work, but what I was playing with my bait is very small because I have a tiny hook and it keeps eating it. Nice. Yeah, let's try it. Kind of looks like a real maggot, but obviously it's not. I think that Gulp uses some sort of a soy-based material. All right, let's try it. Nope, got stuck again. Yeah, this spot is definitely not the best because you can see how much vegetation is around me. So if I get a big fish, I'm not sure I'm going to land that fish. Whoa. All right, let's try. See what's on the other one. And get stuck again. Hold on. we're getting we're getting shut out by acorns coming down from the oak tree. hold on. So, yeah, there's definitely fish playing with it, but I'm not sure how big they are. Kind of disappointed that the bite is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Is anybody in the chat right now from Northeast, like Jersey, New York, Connecticut? What are you guys using to catch fish? Anybody got any advice? Don't be all quiet on me. Oh yeah, I showed the picture of the carp to my kid. So my kid's friend caught a similar sized carp right in here. He actually had to that you see that ranger station over there? So he actually had to because they're like 11, 12 years old. He had no idea what to do with it as it was like fighting him on the line. So he had to call the rangers to help him get the fish out, and the rangers were taking a picture with it too. So it's a very similar. DCP was fishing a very similar body of water, but that was how awesome is that to go out carp fishing your first time and get a carp like that? And he got it out of a kayak. I think in the first what like hour fishing. Hey, what's going on, Ivan? I remember Ivan. Yeah, it's all good, Ivan. You did not miss much. Fishing's been pretty horrible. I think we did 10 live streams and caught like two, three fish. We caught a trout last week. We caught a crappie and we caught a perch. At least have variety, right? I think people use my fishing live streams to go to sleep now. It's like ASMR. I talk you to sleep. Yeah, but I wish I lived in Florida. Fishing's pretty good there all year round. I heard that crappie fishing is about to get hot in Florida. The only thing I don't want to do is I don't want to fall into water right now. Hold on. Yep, this is a tight spot. And I have clumsy fingers. Yes, this is a Raritan River. It's one of the Raritan River has a few branches, North Branch, South Branch, and this is South Branch. We usually fish North Branch when we go trout fishing. But yeah. I was told that if I come here, I'm gonna have fish after fish, which is probably true during the summertime. But yeah, kind of slow. Pinturas 007, what's going on? I do have a gulp minnow somewhere, but it's not working right now. And gulp minnow, I do have it in the back. Right now, it's so bad we're just using worms, and I can't get a bite to save my life. Hold on. I'll try gulp minnow in the next 15 minutes. How about that? What we're using is actually a gulp maggot. And I was hoping to get a fish on it. See this? See this little white thing? So that's a fake little, a fake. It's made from the same material that gulp minnow's made from. And yeah, I was trying it. No luck yet, but who knows? Next thing you know, we're gonna catch a giant catfish. Let's see. We got stuck in a tree. We're stuck in a tree. I think DCP made the right choice going carp fishing yesterday. They're definitely around. I'm not sure if I'm sure there's a couple of carp here because I was told that people feed them here. Let's see. We're going for anything that will bite. At this point, if I can catch a bird, I'll take it. Even a 3 pounder. What's going on, Prince Wait, what is that? Prince Shadrach. What's going on, Prince? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, but it's a totally new spot. So I don't know if the spot is good or not. We're just gonna try it out. All right. So we've been fishing for what, 25 minutes, and it's completely dead. I wonder if the bass are still active. I definitely know there's a bunch of smallmouth bass in this river. Okay, Louise, I'll be watching out for Bigfoot. At this point, I'm so bad at fishing. I wish he takes me away. I'd kick it with Bigfoot. Where do you think he buys his shoes? Hey, what's going on, Alice? Ivan, you said you had Ivan says he had luck with his boy a week ago with 15 shot at the local river. Nice, man. That's good to hear. You caught more fish than I'll probably catch in the next 2 months. I really want to do carp fishing. Now that I saw DCP catch that huge carp. Let's see. But if you guys want to give me a like, you can double tap the screen if you didn't do it yet. I'd appreciate it. Okay, fish. We have fish. You see that? You see that? We got a fish, guys. You're gonna. Oh my God, that's a big one. See, this is what I'm talking about. At least we got one. Okay, this is exactly the kind of fish that's biting right now. Ivan, should I keep him and feed him to my family? What do you think? He's having a heart attack right now. All right, we're gonna let him go. That's all the action we're getting today, boys. Okay, Senor Bluegill. Uh-oh. Yeah, he made it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna keep anything to catch today, even if it's a big fish. I well, I guess if I catch a trout, but I don't think there's trout here. I don't know if they stock this place or not, but I mean, it'd be nice to catch one more of these. At least I caught one. If I catch two fish, it'll be I'd say it's pretty good. Oh, look what I did. Oh man, this is my favorite time. Now what? Come on. All right. So now what? I'm gonna lug the bail, and I'm gonna strain this out. Yeah, I think I should have, when I was at Walmart today, I should have bought that 2 pound line, the SOS line, because this is just horrible. This Uzuri line is just garbage. All right, and we got this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So I just ripped it in half. Let's see if I can. Oh, I'm like a fly fisherman. Look at this thing. See this? That's how bad it coils during cold weather. Let's see. Okay. I'm not sure if I should keep fishing with this rod today. I'm basically going to run to Walmart today and I'm going to grab 2 pound line. The SOS line, I think it's like $4, and I'm just going to put on this reel because I think I've had it with the Uzuri line. It's a great line for nut strength, but it's pretty bad in terms of coiling, and it kind of like feels almost like it's 8 pound line at this point. Let's see. Yeah, but I've used the that cheap line made by Leland Lures, the Trout Magnet Company. So I've used that line for years. I'm a cheap fisherman. I only spend money on reels and rods sometimes. But I've been really happy with the Leland Lures line. And so I tried the Uzuri. Uzuri was great for the first week. And I was raving about it because it wasn't that much more expensive. It was like $7. And then it just started going bad on me. And but at least I was catching fish. So kind of, we stretched it out a couple of times, but now it's just like I'm not catching fish and the line's bad. So there's multiple factors leading me to look, this is how bad this is. But at this point, let me just fix this line again. And I think today, if I go to Walmart, I'm gonna grab that 2 pound Leland Lures line because it's super nice. And I've only had a couple of instances where it broke with a fish. Oh, thanks, Ivan. That's cool, man. Well, you shouldn't be enjoying time with your son. I'm gonna be with my son in about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm not sure if we're gonna go fishing, given how the fishing's going for the past couple of weeks. And my kid he basically tells me that I can't catch a fish for him every time I go fishing, especially as of recent. So I might take my kid to the library today, and it's nice and warm there, and just kick it with him like that. And then I gotta take him. He skates on ice, so I gotta take him there too. I don't know. Today's just not feeling like a good fishing day. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. All right. Yeah, my kid is a big time reader. He is, so I have two sons, and my older son is, I really don't like when parents tell me that their kid is a genius, and I don't like to tell other parents that my kid's a genius. But the older one is definitely not. But the younger one, he is in a gifted program in my school, and he plays chess and reads, and he just turned 7. He's probably smarter than I am already. He's kind of like Stewie. You know Stewie from Family Guy? He is like a version of Stewie. He plays piano. Yeah, interesting kid. Definitely doesn't have my genes. And usually when we go fishing, he catches more fish than I do. So we'll see what happens with him. Never know. He might be the next big guy. Who knows? Or he'll be fishing, live stream fishing. Let's see. All right, enough of that. Thanks for asking me questions about my little kid. I like telling people about him. He's a good kid. Okay. So you see, the line is already getting thin on the reel. So, like I said, I'm going to get rid of this line. Hopefully today. Oh, thanks for the high five, I can appreciate that. Thank you. That's very nice of you. So when somebody sends me a high five, does it come through the chat? Because I didn't see it. Or can I open that gift? Hold on. Do I click on it? Ah, I missed that. Sorry about that. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull out the other. I'm going to throw this in and just let it sit there. Maybe we'll get another bluegill. Hopefully I don't get another snag. No. Okay, good. That's where we caught that bluegill. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull that. Oh, this is gonna. I think this is gonna go bad. Yeah, we're stuck. Oh no, we're not stuck. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a bunch of worms on this. I think it's a size what? It's a size. Yeah, it's a size 8 hook. Let me try this. But yeah, thanks for that high five. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. So like I never like I see people send me gifts, but I don't understand how that works. Is that like it shows up in the chat and then I can't open it if I just want to open it randomly? I'm like slow with this stuff. Yeah, I appreciate the gift. I'm sorry you didn't wasn't able to see it. Okay, so we're gonna take this maggot off, which is I think a fake maggot, right? And we're gonna put like a giant worm on and just cast it out there and have fun. I'm putting this guy back in. All right, I think that's it for the maggots today. Maybe there'll be a different day we fish those. So far, no luck with the maggots. But we have Senor Worm. He's doing the worm squirm. Yeah, I've been trying to basically convince myself that Jersey fishing is still good. And it's kind of like picking a better hammer to hit yourself over the head with. It's kind of like I get out here and there's like no fish and get frustrated. At least for the past, what, 3 weeks, right? At least we're not cold like we usually are if we go surf fishing. Let's check. All right, put a bunch of worms. Never know what we're gonna get. Gilles, what's going on, Gilles? Gilles is from France, and he only speaks in French. He's hilarious. I love him. Salut, salut, Gilles. Ça va, Gilles? Gilles, it is very slow today. It's a depression fishing day. Not good. Not good fishing. But I'm fishing with your favorite rod, the Daiwa Pressa Ultralight. I know Gilles, I think, fishes with the same Croy. You know what's funny though? My rod started casting much better once I took that line off. It's been tough fishing, Gilles. I'm gonna see if I have a gulp minnow in my backpack. But there should also be perch here, I think. You know what? Let me see if I have gulp minnows just for fun. Keep switching up baits. Let me check. Yes, we do have gulp minnow. A little big, but Let me see if I have another one. Hold on. Yeah, are these? Yeah, we do have a gulp minnow. Okay, perfect. Let's try it. Just sweet fishing with the minnow. Oh, it's also slow fishing sorbet too. Well, it's good to hear, man. Because it's just I feel bad. I'm not sure if I'm going to do live streams this week because if I can't catch fish, what's the point of doing it? I'm just going to drive you guys nuts. I got to figure something out. Hold on. I can't be just. Wait a minute. My bobber's gone. I think it is gone. Usually fishing is kind of pretty good, but the water temps are probably in the mid 40s. They're definitely in the mid 40s. They're not higher than that. The lake that we usually fish, we were measuring temps. We're like 44. I know it was like 46. The temps might be high 40s here, but I don't think so. You know what? I have something biting my other rod again. Let me see if we can get one. Oh, we have a fish. Hold on. I think we have a fish. Let me put this thing away. Get off, but I love these crazy hook sets. It's great. Nope. Okay, we're stuck. Nope, no fish yet. We do have bites. It's probably those tiny bluegills that one of those we caught. All right, let's keep trying. Hmm. Hey, Lost Trooper Gaming. What's going on? I remember you. I remember you, my friend. Well, you haven't missed much. It's basically been not catching much fish on the stream. It's been pretty tough in Jersey. It's been a pretty tough fishing season. Nothing bites, but we're the horrors persist, but so do we. Yeah, if this was springtime or summertime here, I definitely would get at least a huge bluegill, but I get nothing. You know what? Let me walk this place a little bit. I'm not worried about that rod getting being in the river. I don't think anything's gonna bite that. Maybe we can walk a little bit and find a hungry. Hold on, we have a leaf fish. Here we go. Jersey favorite. You guys know this is a red oak or a white oak. I'm going to teach you as a biologist. So this is a red oak because the leaves are shaped like an arrow. So if you want to remember it, you can always say that the red oak's leaves are shaped like Indians' arrows, and the white oak's leaves are round like white man's bullets. That's an old mnemonic that I learned in school. Finally get to use it, right? Let's see. Jeez. No fish. Hmm. Now let me not fall into the river. It's probably be a good spot to catch eels. I know, it is a nice catch. Well, thanks for talking to me, guys. I appreciate the chat that keeps going. I I think the only way to catch something is to be like DCP and go carp fishing right now, or basically just sit here for like 3 hours with 5 rods in the water and try to get a catfish or something. This is really, I think active fishing's done. I think this might be my last live stream active fishing. I might take you guys like lake trout fishing or something, because this is just not fair to people watching either. I'm pretty confident we're not going to catch anything. Hmm. Wait, for those of you that catch carp, do you think the carp are going to be active all winter, or are they just do they? If I start chumming for spots for the carp, you think we have a good chance of catching one? Yeah, there's going to be. Yeah, I mean, I would like to try the topwater frog, but there's zero chance there's going to be anything happening because the topwater frog is it's more like a late summer, early fall lure, I think. And I just don't see any fish in the water. So if I saw a largemouth or smallmouth bass in the water, I'd try it. But it's such a tricky lure to catch fish on. And I actually never caught a bass or any fish on a, oh, well, actually, no, not on a topwater frog. I've never caught one. Just small frogs, like that Walmart frog, but I don't think it's gonna work right now. Hold on, I do have good news. I see my bobber has traveled again. Give me a sec. Well, it just tells you one thing. That basically means that, hold on. That just means that whatever playing with that bobber is so small that it can't even eat a size 8 hook. Look, I've had this in the water and it just keeps traveling around. Ugh, let's keep trying. That is a giant bobber. I think we found that bobber in the last live stream. Oh, you can't chum Raritan? That's kind of sad. But there's so many of them here. So yeah, I guess chumming's. No, I was gonna chump. You know, what I was gonna chum. I was gonna chum the whatchamacallit. I was gonna chum that place where I fish next to my house. How do we catch one bluegill? Where are they? Ah, at least it's pretty here. Check this out. It's so quiet. Just like all you hear is just acorns falling in the water. Let's see. Oh, look at that. All right, I guess that's it for that rod today. I can't, I can't handle. Look, like I'm done with this line. I'm gonna go get new line for my rod because like it just keeps bird nesting on me for no reason. We're just gonna fish with the other rod. It just bird nests really bad. I think by the time I take off all the line, there's gonna be no line left. Give me a sec. Hmm. Yeah, I don't use a swivel with a top water anymore either. In Bulgaria, do they put stock trout in there, or it's actually just natural trout? Yeah, look at this. And now we're just casting it to the side. There's no wind or anything like that. Oh, all right. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that the fishing in Jersey for freshwater is basically done because it's been so bad that I figured it was gonna be a little better today. Let's see what you write. Uh, I know, Craig. That just kind of happens, right? Let's see. So the Lost Trooper says never use a swivel with a top water and huge um, the shoreline. I've probably caught over 50 largemouth bass this year on topwater frogs. So yeah, I never caught a big largemouth bass on a topwater frog. I've caught them on I caught them on that tiny Walmart frog that you can buy for like cheap. Uh, uh-oh. Oh, hold on. We might have to go on a mission. I'm not sure if this is going to be productive though, because we're right over the water. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to come back to this spot, at least this season, because it's super, super weedy. Uh, hold on, guys. All right, we got it out. We got it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to keep the 4 pound line on that rod, but today I'm going to go and put 2 pound line on the other rod. This has probably been my worst fishing stream so far. I guess a new spot didn't work out. Let's check. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think I'll be back here again because it's just my line keeps getting caught on everything. Oh, I think next time if they let me fish from the back of the ranger station, that's what I'm doing. Oh man, let's see. All right, ladies and gents, let me read the chat. I think I'm gonna stop torturing you because we can't catch a fish. I do like this hilarious bobber that we found. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check the chat. All right. I know it's never a dull moment. Nice. All right, Craig, that's good for you, buddy. Let's see. I don't know if you're in Jersey, but yeah. Uh, what's going on, Delicates? Oh, thanks for that. 100 times 4. What does that mean? That's awesome. Thank you for the gift, Crixie. Yeah. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna just start drinking. I'm just kidding. I had to stop because this is just getting ridiculous. I'm not gonna come back here again, but I think I don't know. I'll think something else. If I can't keep doing this to you guys because I can't catch anything, I'm gonna try maybe to go carp fishing, but I don't know how that's gonna go. So yeah, I'll try. I'll try to do something. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm gonna run, and maybe I'll live stream tomorrow. But I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Thanks again. Yeah, it's definitely the season island. There's at this point I might have to hire somebody to just jump in the water and bite the line, right? I gotta try. Well, the problem with DCP is that I cannot fish on the weekends. I can only fish between 12 and 2 or like 12 and 2:30. That's the only times I can fish in my life. Otherwise, I can't fish. I can't fish the weekend because I'm with my kids. Um, I'll check out Montana River. Yeah. Well, either way, I just want to say bye to everybody. Sorry that stream wasn't very good, but I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out in the chat with me. I'll see you guys later.